Hey guys, Branton here. So I got another light from Hygger. Um, this is the Hygger Simple Aquarium LED light, the HG162. This is the 60 watt version, so 48 inches. This is it right here. So I've got it on a little, light riser. But it is covering the spans of what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tanks comfortably. This is actually replacing a previous light, LED light that I had. Also a 48-inch light, but this is, let's see here. So yeah, this thing's old. I forget what brand it is. This is a Viva Grow. This was an okay light. It didn't have very good color spectrum, but it was definitely bright. So it's nice to be able to replace that. It actually quit, the remote quit. I don't know if it was in the remote or if it was in the light itself, but I wasn't able to do. I wasn't able to change settings on it anymore, so it was either on 100% or off 100%. But yeah, this, oops, dropping stuff. So yeah, this light here comes with an inline remote, which, as you guys know from my previous video, I'm a huge fan of. All right, so let's go over this remote. This is going to be your timer, so you can do the timer off. So that'll allow you to play with the different. So this RGB just lets you run through different colors, and then it's got like the pulse mode. And this is like a natural daylight. This would be, the fish is more geared toward making your fish's colors really pop, which is what I've been using. And then that's your like a moonlight there. Now you can change the intensity of all these settings with this. So all the way down, and then you can ramp it all the way back up, and it'll slowly go back down again. So yeah, I personally, obviously this is the on and off. I personally I've been using this with the 12-hour timer. Let me get back to the fish. So I've been using the fish mode. So we'll do the 12-hour timer, and then I like having the moonlight. So if you want that on, you just hold it and it'll click the moon on. And you hold it, it'll click it off again. I like the option to have that moonlight. I haven't been using it, but it is kind of nice, I guess, if you want to view the fish at night without blasting them with a real bright light. But yeah, the inline remote, big fan. I like the fact that I can't lose the remote. And then I pulled this light off. I'm sure it's pretty bright. It's blinding me, but I want you guys to get a good look at the color options that this thing does. So this is on the fish mode, and then like I said, it's got varying brightnesses. So it can go very bright or not very bright. I'm gonna turn it down like this, so I'm not blinding you guys the whole time. But this is the moonlight mode, so this gives off a nice blue light. And this is the RGB mode. So this is just going to cycle through the different like red, blue, greens, and whites that this light has to offer. Good for checking diodes, see if they're still working, or if you're looking for a specific color you want. And then this will slowly roll through them all to kind of give you that disco effect in case your fish want to party. But yeah, this is the sunlight mode. And then this is the fish mode, which I like to use, so it's a little higher on the red side. Now let's bump this back up. So we'll turn the timer off. We'll bump this up. And then we'll give you guys a look into the tanks. My tank's always got quite a bit of glare, but as you can see, it makes the reds look really nice on these long fin cherry barbs. Reds look really good with this light. My ocean blues, if I can focus, there's just some small ones in front, and even those ram horns. I mean, it really makes these pop. It's been growing my plants really well. So I have noticed a difference coming from that Viva Grow to this, that my plants are doing a lot better. So I've got real, you know, a lot heavier and healthier plant growth in my tanks. If you're looking at, you know, this hornwort is just a thick mat there above the, and you can see, I mean, this is the least killy tank, but it's just like a jungle in there. Constantly having to pull plants out, which I don't mind. But yeah, so nice sleek design. You can see it's real thin. I mean, you know, not very thick, which is nice. It doesn't weigh much. But yeah, I mean, a very straightforward light. It was kind of cool. It comes with, so see how these brackets are, so without the riser, these almost act as a riser. So you got the longer brackets. They do come with a smaller set of brackets. So like, let's see here. Let me find them real quick. Okay, so here's the other set of brackets for the light. Now these are a lot lower profile compared to these bigger ones, obviously. So they would be, if you were just putting these on the tank, these would bring them a lot closer to the tank, whereas this would act almost as like a riser. Now the brackets in here are actually longer than these little brackets, which is the only thing that I was a little, you know, it would have been nice if these brackets were the same size, because I probably would have gone with these shorter ones and just had them on the riser rather than use the big ones on the riser additionally. But let me pull this one out and you guys can see the size difference. Alright, so here's that bracket out of the light. Now you can see how long these are. So this, you could, you know, obviously go a greater spans of a series of tanks or a single tank with the longer bracket. Now the smaller brackets it came with, comparatively, are slightly smaller. I know it's hard to see, the light's off, but they are slightly smaller. So if these were the same size, they would have been nice. Which I'm not too worried about, because I do have longer ones. These are the ones that came with the Viva Grow. And I mean, all these brackets for these lights, you can see they're the same distance. They're the same thickness, everything. They meet up pretty well. So yeah, I mean, if you've ever had lights, you can always, you know, interchange these. All right, let me get this bracket put back in my light and I'll be back. All right, bracket's back in the light. So yeah, now you can really see the difference. So this was the Viva Grow, these two here, and then these are the shorties for the Hygger light, which are considerably smaller. So these big ones here are the size of these, and then the small ones that came with the light are that size. But other than that, I mean, the light has been doing great. Like I said, I'm thoroughly impressed with the amount of plant growth, especially in this tank here. I mean, this tank is looking sweet. This is the one with my ocean blues and my Gertrude rainbows. But yeah, just I mean, overall so far I am very happy with this light. I am impressed with the color spectrum. I'm impressed with the way it is making my plants grow, and I like that it's a large light. Yeah. With that, let's go through some of the specifics on the website and show you what it's going to look like when you go to look up this light, if you so choose. Alright guys, so real quick I want to take you to the website and we'll kind of go through what it looks like if you were to go to Hygger's website. Showing you some pictures of the lights, the different sizes. I like the variety of sizes. So yeah, the most expensive light's going to be $69.99, which for a 48-inch light is actually pretty good. Let's kind of scroll down here. It's moving a little slow. So yeah, gives you some product features. The 24-hour timer is nice if you don't have Wi-Fi plugs. The brightness control is good. It's nice to have brightness control on the light. The user-friendly design, the controller, is really easy to use. Here it gets into the customizable timer. The versatile lighting modes, so the sun mode is the full spectrum for the plants, and then fish is the fish mode, which actually really makes the colors of your fish pop. I really like that. It's got an adjustable 3-hour moonlight mode, so you can actually add on with the controller if you want it to extend the light cycle by 3 hours with the 3-hour moonlight, which is kind of cool. The external controller, saying effortless selection, timer adjustments, and brightness controls, which I can confirm. That controller is just super easy. Durable design, so it's got the aluminum shell, nice and light, waterproof to an extent, I'm sure. So you got your specifications down here depending on what model you got. I got the 48-inch, so I've got that thing spanned across quite a few 10-gallon tanks, and that just shows what comes with the light. Alright guys, so the Hygger light is so far a very nice light. I like the inline control, which is made simple to use. It's pretty foolproof. I like the color spectrum that it gives out, really makes your fish pop. I like how it makes my plants grow. As far as an introductory light goes, the price, it's hard to beat that, especially for such a big light like the one I've got. Yeah, just an all-around good light so far. If anything should go wrong, I'll hop on here and update you guys with an update video. But so far so good. So I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. Later.